Hello, I'm John Waters, and I'm supposed to announce there is no smoking in this theater, which I think is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of in my life. How can anyone sit through a length of a film? Hello, I'm John Waters, and I'm supposed to announce there is no smoking in this theater, which I think is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of in my life. How can anyone sit through a length of a film, and especially a European film, and not have a cigarette? But don't you wish you had one right now? And I'm telling you that smoke anyway. It gives ushers jobs, and if people didn't smoke, there would be no employment for the youth of today. So once again, no smoking in this theater.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
back on the road. We are, what are we an hour still out?
Hour and 43.
Back in, I don't know if that's my birthday. So, hear me and not worry about me. The camera thing and seriously, we are better. So, but it's the only content the channels that are on today are going to have. A spot like JJ's channel, which coming up. I don't have that graphic in here now. I better have the graphic. I'm gonna be upset at myself. Oh, I do. Look at that. Isn't that fancy? So coming up at the top of the next hour, we will. Oh wow. All right. Can't understand anything. All right. Well,
It's choppy.
it is choppy. Okay. Do you have a hotspot in here, change or not? All right. Of course, now saying they can understand me, so it's okay. Well, we'll go for it. Anyway, cut at the top of the next hour, Noah, and I believe as well, all in. So that'll be the top of the hour. The last time we stopped, we went and grabbed lunch over Subway and some other shopping center before we hit state line. This watch along tomorrow in the Bay 75 may not happen to our control, but we don't do the Bay 75. We will do a while because tomorrow there'll be a thing, which because I'm clearly prepared. There we go. Oh, anyway, God, it keeps popping in and out. So like I said, guys, it's gonna be choppy the rest of the way. I'm only planning to be on it. Oh well, okay. Well, the phone charging, that's always good. We're gonna be on until no later than 1:45. Technology. Jesus Christ. Anyway, this is gonna be a fun one. I'll tell you that right now.
Getting mad.
It's getting mad at me. I'm sure.
You're getting mad.
No, I'm not getting mad yet. Trust me. No. Getting mad was earlier with the fucking Tesla and the hybrid shit. He was getting stuck in the air. Anyway, MEACH'S Musings. That's what. Wrestling. And we knew this event was coming up for Clay and I. We were going to go see Brie and Nicole because we've had it on the books for a while. Very graciously, a lot of you at home saw my plea for help with house repairs, and you guys met that request with flying colors. And as a result of you guys doing that, my mom took the money that she was going to use for those house repairs and decided to buy the tickets for Clay and I to go see the Garcia twins tonight. So we thank you. We thank my mother. So it's very cool that we're it's one of those things when the two of us went in, like I said, February, whatever it was, I had very low expectations when I went because I knew that Brie and I had gotten along because of her marriage to Brian, and we've been friends with Brian for so many years. Nicole was the wild card because of her relationship with John in the past and my friendship with John, and it was just a thing. So I wasn't sure how it was going to go last time, and it went so much better than I anticipated. So I am very much looking forward to a repeat appearance. I know Artem is going to be there, Nicole's husband. I know Gleb. I always say his name wrong. I feel like an asshole when I do. From Dancing with the Stars also going to be there. We've been told Brian is not going to be there. They said that on the Nikki and Brie show this week. Brian filled in for Nikki. So it was the Brie and Brian show this week, I guess. He will not be there, which sucks. I want to see Brian, to be honest with you. But there are going to be other surprises. Apparently, their brand of wine, the Bonita, whatever it's called, is going to be flowing. So might have a glass of wine or two, get a little more stress off. It's been a stressful week, both professionally and personally for me, as far as wrestling professionally. Disney professionally, great. I'm going back to work Sunday. Raymond's in Buckeye. I'm not sure where Buckeye is. I'm not sure the hell we are, to be honest with you. I think we're in Blythe. That sounds right. Clelea, we're in Blythe, Arizona. Oh, she can't hear me. It's too damn noisy. We're in Blythe, Arizona right now, yeah? We're in Blythe, right? Or are we already past that?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, where we are, we're not in Buckeye, Raymond. I know that much. Anyway, so yeah, Jeff, King Mike asked the question, where are we going? And the answer to that question, King Mike, is today's show is us on the road to the Nikki and Brie show. And the Nikki and Brie show, if I can get the image to work and upload here, which is always the challenge, if you will. Give me 1 second. I will find it. I swear to God, I will. There's so many images in here, and this internet loading very slow. So you guys will have to just be patient with me. I know it's difficult. I know it's a challenge to sit there and watch a blank screen go by. There it is, I think. Hope it's the right one. Anyway, I'm glad it's working better now. That's good. I appreciate you guys again. It's been a tough technology day here, but yes, we are on the way to the Gila River Resort and Casino in I believe it's Downing Falls, is it there? Downing Downing Pass, Arizona, I believe is the name of the city. It's Gila River Resort and Casino. So we're going to see Nicole and Brie do their show, and that's really close to me. Holy shit. So that is, but I'm wearing the green and the gold of Canyon High School football because tonight is game day. Matter of fact, if JV went to Wainimi, they are playing right now. If not, it's just varsity and they'll play at 7. But I originally was going to get custom green and silver MEACH'S shirts for the girls, but I couldn't get the shirts to my graphics guy, which, by the way, I do want to give him some love while I'm thinking about it because I always forget to do that. Undecided Printing out here if I'm still home, out in Santa Clarita. They have been doing my graphics printing in a pinch for years now, and I can't thank them enough. I had the shirts. The shirts are in my office and in Santa Clarita. It's just I couldn't get the connection to get them to him in time to get the MEACH'S logo put on them. So in lieu of not being able to give them a gift of custom shirts, I got as close as I could to, as a Dallas Cowboys fan, it's difficult, but Philadelphia Eagles green and silver because Canyon wears green and gold, and it's game day for us anyway at Canyon. So I figured, okay, I'll have this synergy. But when you see the pictures that we take later during our VIP treatment, because we're VIPs like that, by 6. 6 is still good. That's 2 hours. That's good. I dig that. 2 hours before the show. That's 2 hours from now, as a matter of fact. But I'll be wearing a special shirt that was designed, I believe, by Greg Cherry for one of our biggest fans, one of my favorite fans of the Multiverse of Media, and of course, a fan of WQ.com. If you know who I'm talking about, great. If not, you'll find out later. Because I'm just mysterious like that, and I can be. It's my fucking show. Let's see. What else are we previewing here? Yeah, just a lot going on. Try not to talk a whole lot about just the wrestling because MEACH'S Musings is more of a variety hour. I do want to talk about this because this was the other day at Disneyland. Got to hang out with Jenna and Ariel from Paradise Kitty. Ariel's first time to Disneyland, and God, she said like 6-7 years. Jenna's first time back since May. My first time back with Jenna since we went in January, her and I, right when the anniversary started, the Disney 100 celebration started at Disneyland. So King Mike with the $2 super chat, rest in peace, Bray. Yeah, it's appreciate the super chat. Wasn't fishing for it, but thank you. And yeah, I agree with Matthew. It's going to be a hard show tonight. Kind of glad we're not watching SmackDown until we get home.
I heard it's canceled.
Not having canceled. They're just they're retooling the layout because it was going to be.
What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, fuck you doing? Asking on WQ tonight. No swear words on the no DQ, but we're not on no DQ. So it's
Sorry.
no, we're not. Yeah, fine. Yeah. I purposely took it off no DQ because I was going on the John Waters commercials. I purposely took it off no DQ because I'm gonna get paid for sure. Scene. We found out that she had never been to any of like the show attractions, Tiki Room or anything like that at Disneyland ever. So the smiles you are seeing are genuine, very real, first time viewer stuff. So I thought that was just really neat that we got to do that with Ariel. And then Jen again. The top middle picture is the three of us can we shows where difficulties are a thing. The phone's so damn hot right now. It's not over. We're gonna try. Okay. So thanks to JJ, his Destruction of the Shield members only show on the Cassian Studios. So there you go, Jay. You got an extra long plug. You didn't get to hear anything me talking about it, but you got to see the pictures. There you go. Check it out over on the Casa side of things. Yeah, we left the Wi-Fi of the gas station, so that's why we got stuck for a second there. We're literally on the road now. We're about 100 miles out of Phoenix for the record, and which means we're still a good 2 hours away from the resort because hour 37. What you said?
An hour 37.
All right. It says we are an hour and 37. We're going to arrive at 5:50. So I'm not going to be here that long because I don't want to be holding this phone for another hour and 47 friggin' minutes or 37. I can count. Despite the Great Curry brand shirt, I can count. Just not right now. So yeah, Disneyland was really fun Tuesday. I am grateful I get to go back to work Sunday. It's been like, as I've said many times, it's been a long 4 months. Missing all in and emergence is going to suck, but you know, that kind of is what it is. I know open mic night will be heavy on Bray and Terry Funk talk, but we also have our usual topics. I, for one, would like to talk about the former president and his arrest in Georgia, but I know that if we bring that up on a it'll be a political storm. And I understand that people don't like it. And at the end of the day, he is former president. He's the first former president living to have an active mugshot, which is a great stat to have in your resume. And he's a WWE Hall of Famer, whether we like it or not. He's in the Hall of Fame of WWE. So he's a wrestling personality that it was very involved in the early stages of the expansion. So I want to talk about it. I understand that if the moderator does not want to talk about it, so in the thought process, he's not going to talk about it. Since it's speech musings, I'm going to talk about it. A lot of people know I did not vote for the Donald in 2016. Certainly not in 2020. But I had a hard time understanding why people would make choices. I understand he got the vote the same reason Jesse Ventura got the vote in 1998 in Minnesota. He's quote unquote not a politician. He's not your average politician. He's not some career politician that is only in it to make change or well, all the changes that I got now. I will give the orange haired devil his due. The policies he attempted to implement in his 4 years atop his throne, as he preferred to know that, policy didn't mind. It was him as a person and the way he presented himself and allowed himself to be presented to the world that made us look like complete buffoons. So that's my problem with Trump. It always has been. When you're a kid and you're watching WrestleMania 7 for the first time, that's your first pay-per-view you ever get to watch, and Mean Gene's in the crowd, and he's talking to Henry Winkler and Lou Ferrigno and Chuck Norris, and you see Macaulay Culkin out there, and you see Donald Trump talking about hosting the WrestleMania maybe one day, and it's like, ooh, he's a celebrity, but you're 7, 8, and you don't know any better. When you're 30, you look back and go, wow, those people just did it on purpose. And Vince put him in the Hall of Fame. What does he think? I wanted the friends live and we're already 20 minutes in almost. I understand that part of the fundraising, which the super chats we generated on open mic night last week, just shy of $500 across the channels was unbelievable, and I can't say enough again how awesome that was. But I know JJ had set a goal that if we hit 200 across EMI's channels together between the 12th episode, August 12th episode of Bug Night and this morning, that I would approach John Laurinaitis with a attempt at a handshake. Right? I told JJ I would mull that over, and I am. And I have been all day, among other things I've been thinking about. Clea's caught the shit in the most, unfortunately for her. She's a hell of a trooper and a driver, and I love her to pieces, but she's caught a lot of shit out of my brain today. And back and fun company on the way home once we wake our asses up. It's going to be a thing because it's going to be a long fucking night. Anyway, I decided that I am going to go ahead with the attempt at the handshake, and right. That's what I'm going to do. But do not be surprised if part of the footage you see is security telling us to turn the shit off, because it happened. For we're okay recording an interview with one personality at the time, but then when we were interviewing Ryan Sakota, security came and cleared us out. I don't know how security is in a casino in Arizona, but Vegas, they don't like that very much, or Nevada, because we were at state line. So we'll do what we can. We're going to be in a venue outside of the actual casino floor, so we should be okay to record. If they tell us no, we can't, then no, we can't. I'm not bucking the system this far from home without a quick exit strategy, right? So, but I do appreciate, again, the super chat. I know the super chats had nothing really to do with my ridiculous need to try to make peace or confront or whatever John Laurinaitis, but it is a perk that JJ threw in there, so we're going for it. Just so you guys can see, I'm going to try to go over here so you can see the road over here out this window. We're moving, man. Nothing but desert on both sides until you get to the mountains. And then we're passing by this lovely little car tower there. There you go. Oh, by the way, I'm going to show Amazon Prime real quick here. You assholes need to get your truck drivers in gear. They can't lane change worth of shit. Just throwing that out there. Almost blindsided Clay and I about an hour and a half ago. Prime delivery service, far from prime driving skills, for the record. So there is. Anyway, I'm babbling. Like I said, I wanted to make sure this show went live at 4 o'clock hour, 7 o'clock Eastern hour, like I promised. I'm not going to rely on the technology or the service because we're going literally through, as Clelea so very nicely put it, bumfuck Egypt, middle of nowhere. No idea where, we're still, like I said, over almost 2 hours out of the venue. So it's just one of those. I wanted to thank everybody again. It's going to be a fun night. Come hell or high water. We are going to enjoy seeing Brie and Nicole again. And I do thank everybody. Again, tune in at the top of the hour over on the Casa side of things. Wow, that is a very loud motorcycle, and even louder after that guy riding the motorcycle. Like a stuffed animal's hanging off his back.
Probably his backpack.
Probably, that's fair. So there'll be predictions for All In at the top of this hour coming up. Of course, Aaron will have his recap of SmackDown. I believe Till's going to have a recap of SmackDown tonight. Again, to Terry Funk, to Wyndham Rotunda, may you guys rest in power, rest in peace, however you want to phrase it. I imagine that Wyndham and John Huber are up there reuniting, and Terry Funk is chasing him with a flame brand iron because he's middle-aged and crazy once again. So, completely different guys, but I got to interview Terry and interact with Bray, and I'm grateful for both opportunities. So we'll take pictures tonight, and we'll get some stuff in. I'm not going to show our driver because she's, I don't want to be that guy and put her on camera without asking. So, but we will be back. We may do a little stream coming home because we'll be in better civilization when we first start up. Far better signal when we first leave. What the hell's even this damn city? Downers Pass or some shit. Arizona in the morning, but we'll see how it goes. But thank you guys. Again, streams all weekend, watch alongs all weekend long, including the big one All In. And then I will not be streaming Monday, or the Jeff Bishop Network YouTube itself will not be streaming Monday because I'll be at Disney at 4 o'clock working. So the next time I see you guys on screen live, other than open mic night this Saturday, if we do NWA, I'll be on the call. If we don't, I won't be on the call for Collision because I got a whole bunch to do. But other than open mic night, next time you guys will see me will be Tuesday for WWE Payback predictions and then talk wrestling. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. And go Cowboys. And yeah, rest in peace, Bray. Rest in peace, Terry Funk.